that shit was it.
How big is it?
Nigga saw from the window
God
over
damn.
to the fucking exit side. Welcome to From Pentagon the Podcast. I'm y'all host Trey. Got my boy Alex over here co-hosted again.
Again. Let comment or text, or can you put a poll in here or no?
Yeah, I can put a poll
Okay. Do you think I'd be a good mayor, and would you vote for me?
in there.
If you like woke up one day and you seen that I won mayor, would you like leave the city, or would you be like, okay, the city's in good hands? I need honest opinions,
Oh
and if
fuck.
you say no, I need a reason why. If you say yes, I also need a reason why.
Sheesh. You?
Yes,
Sheesh.
I think I with the
You?
yes.
Sheesh.
He a hater. See, he was gonna be my vice mayor. That's not even the right term.
Nah, Vice
The
Mayor
vice
sounds
mayor is
wonky as
wild.
hell. Alright, I got a would you rather for you. Would you rather spend the rest of your life living on a sailboat or the rest of your life living in the RV?
Can I move the RV?
You can move both of them
Ooh, you can
on
move
their
both.
respective things. You know, like RV land,
Damn, RV is only like the country, huh?
sailboat, water. I think I might.
I'll tell you, I'm
Oh
going
no,
RV.
man.
I'm going RV.
I'm
I'm not going
torn.
because at least I can stay on land.
Yeah,
Land is the scary part.
and you could take. I mean, you could take a ferry somewhere, maybe theoretically.
No cap, yeah,
Take a ferry. But damn, like I say, I want to do it on the boat because you can literally go anywhere, and you just gotta
yeah.
dock that bitch, and you can
That's
go
true.
anywhere. But then it depends on how far you can go within the area of that dock to go to sleep at night in your shit.
Yeah, because you could
Sailboat.
literally just like put a sailboat out in the water and just lay down, and it'll just bring you wherever the wind takes you. Literally,
Your ass gonna end up
literally
somewhere you don't want to
gone with
be.
the wind. Literally,
You gonna end up somewhere you don't want to be in some reservation camp or something
folks
floating in
ass
their
finna just
water.
blow all the way across, end up in North Korea, and here come Kim Jong Un talking
But
about get this black boy. No.
a RV would. I think I'd pick a RV because I can make a TikTok like, oh my god, I live in an RV. Get famous for that shit.
Bro, they be getting famous off the most random.
I'm a bro for living in an RV. Get famous on TikTok. Make enough money for a boat. Put my RV on the boat. I'm right.
That's not bad.
It says, would you rather your only mode of transportation be a donkey or a giraffe?
Donkey because I feel like a giraffe some places you can't get. Well, if you gotta like go on, I mean
Oh,
they
you
can move their
get
neck, but like what if you had to get under a
under a
bridge?
bridge or something. A donkey though, that shit
A
ugly as
donkey is
hell.
like
You just riding on the
it's
ass.
like ass to ass combat. I don't know, cause I think it'd be so much cooler to say you riding a giraffe everywhere though. Like that's just
A
like hella.
giraffe. You pull up
That's
on a
hella cool
giraffe.
points,
Pull up to the bars on the giraffe. Park that nigga downtown.
man. You getting all the clout.
So would you rather be lost in a ghetto, bad part of a big city, or in a forest?
Ooh, ghetto big part of the city any day of
You'd
the
rather
week.
be lost in
I'm
the
sorry. I think about
hoodest
that.
part of
You talking about like
Los Angeles.
ooh with
You
the
just out
Crips?
there with
Hey,
niggas
cuz.
out there on the blocks, big C's,
Oh
feet
man.
sideways, blue on,
Ooh.
or in the forest.
I'm still going hood. I'm sorry.
Going hood.
Cause at least I can communicate with them. And be like, hey, I'm literally just lost, and I can make up some shit. If you're in the woods in the middle of a forest, what are you gonna say to a big ass snake? What are you
Oh
gonna say
yeah.
to a crazy ass chimpanzee running at you full speed?
Chimp coming at you, Planet of the
Boy,
Apes style.
everybody has seen the Suicide Forest movie shit. I don't know. What would you do?
I'm gonna have to pick. I'm gonna have to pick the city, man. Cause look, I'd
Let me
rather
hear
be
this.
lost in a place that I've been at my whole life in the city rather than the fucking forest. Like, what's in the forest, and what's the outcome? Cause
Right.
like you're stuck being lost there. I'd rather be lost forever somewhere I can be
Yeah,
at in my
in
own
the
comfortable
city.
self than lost forever in nowhere. Like that's how
See,
motherfucking
that's a
Tarzan became a person.
that's a good ass point. He said Tarzan. That's
Bro
funny.
ass was raised in a forest by gorillas and shit. But now what you got to get off your chest this week?
First foremost, we tired as a bitch. But since we fucked up, well, I fucked up so many times, we gonna have to just stick it out. and push it through. All the shit that I faced and we faced and we've been through and everything we persevered through, the one thing that we all got in common, we were not supposed to make it this far. But before we get to that, shout out to everybody who actually came back because if you watch that AC episode, it speaks for itself. I don't even gotta say anything. That shit was wild. So, like I said, shout out for y'all to coming back. Please don't come back and hate us or anybody. Let that shit be
I
in the
put up a
past.
little disclaimer on the
When I
thing.
watched these, that shit has nothing to do with us. My boy came in on a rampage. And he didn't even tell us he was gonna do that. He told us three things, and then he just took the stage. And I was
Man,
like,
that whole who I hate nigga shit, that was a whole free ball. We
and,
ain't know nothing about that coming up.
and I don't even know how it came up to be honest, because like something triggered it, and then he the whole episode, bro, was just on everybody heels.
He's really running that bitch. Shit, fuck it.
Bro popped up, dropped the greatest diss in Green Bay history, and then has not been heard from since.
Pulled
So
a Kevin.
somebody might have got his ass after they heard that shit.
Oh, bro, I ain't heard
He
from
don't
folks in
he
like three
post shit.
days.
He ain't text nobody. Folks ass is gone.
My boy pulled a Cat Williams on the playground of podcast.
That boy came and tried to ruffle everybody's feathers. So I guess I get my own episode for everybody who voted on my Snapchat poll, which was like four of y'all, but it's cool. Shout out to y'all, and y'all want to see and hear why I started the brand and the meaning behind it, and this, that, and the third. Long story short, it's not only me. Everything you going through or went through or probably are gonna go through is all for a reason. It might not seem like it, but trust me, take it from me, just another random light skin in the world with glasses that can't see with some off, can see that sometimes life is just set up in certain ways for things to fall into place. No matter what it may be. As y'all know or y'all don't know, I run a clothing brand called Reasonable Doubt. To everybody who thinks it's against all odds, I have a whole clip and a whole video explaining how it works. Nah, but I've been running the brand for 2 months.
Too damn long.
To be honest, too damn long to only have one release. So 54 days ago, which is almost 2 months. God damn, which is crazy to think. But the first drop was a success. To be real, to be real,
To be real.
I didn't think it was gonna go how it went, but that's not a bad thing. Them bitches was flying out the door the first day, and slowly it just steadied out and just eventually until they were all gone. So if you didn't get a hoodie, I hate to inform you that they are not coming back. Every drop I release will not be coming back. So if you need something you want, you need to get it when I drop it.
Damn.
That's what makes it cool about the brand is you can look in like a year, 2 years, you'll look back and you'll see people wearing certain things and you'll know when they got it. Because not everybody gets it. So when you want something you like it, you gotta jump on it fast. If it's gone, it ain't coming back. And if it do, it must be in demand like crazy. Cause I'm trying to keep things in different sections and different drops, stuff like that. But to backtrack it, how far should we go back?
Hmm.
What you thinking?
How far should we go back? To the beginning of time.
God
No,
damn,
just one.
September 21st, 2001.
Fuck. How old is you, nigga?
Hey, but
Old ass nigga.
man, knees on 10,
Whoa.
ankle, chill.
Mega D's.
Not to make it boy hurt. We ain't even
Oh,
finna get on that
fuck.
type of topic. We go keep it focused. But her
Back
knees
on
is
track. Back on
huge. People want to see why, like out of everything, why I want to start a clothing brand and why that's the route I took it. And this wasn't some overnight thing where I just woke up and I was like, go out here. Oh, can you print this shirt? We just gonna sell. It was not even close to that. It took me 6 weeks just to find a manufacturer that I somewhat was happy with that checked all the boxes that met all of the expectation and needs that I wanted. And I ain't gonna lie, it was not easy and it was not cheap. It takes a lot. But to go way back even before I started the brand and why I started the brand, it all ties into pretty much what had happened in my life. So 2 years ago now, because it's
Damn.
2024. God damn.
I remember Young Boy said 2020 we all gonna die.
I ain't gonna lie, it felt like it.
But nah, go ahead.
Nah, but next year we finna have Nuketown 2025. Man, I ain't.
Fuck
I remember.
what?
I remember playing it. Like I can't wait to be, living in the year 2025. I ain't gonna lie, take that shit back because this shit is not fun. But there was a point in time where literally any and everything you could think of in my life went wrong. I mean, down to the T. I'm talking about holes in socks. I'm talking about every little thing you could think of was just going wrong. I'm talking about car broke down, no cheese to fix it. And if you a nigga not having no bread is bad enough. Not having a car, being stuck in the crib, it's crazy. Car broke, no cheese to fix it. Got to a point where I was homeless. I had I ain't even gonna try to be respectful. I was dating this bitch for 6 years. We not gonna get into that one though. That one went completely south. Lost the house, lost the car, lost the bread, lost the relationship. Oh, my mama got cancer. My grandma was sick. Oh, our dog died.
Oh man, why?
That's I'm literally everything you could think about was just going wrong. I
Bro,
think I
man.
cracked my phone too.
Yeah, I cracked my
That's
phone.
like the cherry on the top. Um, man, what else was going on at this time? I ain't have my license. I mean, I never really had my license to be honest.
What age you get your license at?
Mm, I think I when I was 21, and they took them, and I just got them back.
Damn.
So realistically, I got my license at like 22, but I've had a car since I was 18. Ask me how many
Damn.
tickets I got.
How many tickets you got?
Oh fuck, he actually asked me. I think I have 11 driving without a
How many DUIs you got?
license. Zero, and I will never catch one.
You
I
ain't
will
got no
never
DUIs.
ever catch one. Back on track again.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
love to
yeah,
get
yeah,
sidetracked. That shit's so hard to just
bro.
focus. But it got to a point where niggas ain't have nowhere to go, no bread, no transportation. I mean, like, think of like rock bottom, but think about like rock bottom's basement. Like
Oh fuck.
we was fucked for real. And man, that shit really made a man out of me to be real, because it got to a point I was like, man, I was gonna say fuck it, I was just gonna just call it quits, but I was like, I can't go out like that. That ain't never been in me. I was like, there's gotta be a way, there's gotta be something. And I just kept pushing through, and I was like, man, we got too damn far to just give up now. There's been so much shit. Even before that, I'm talking about if you know me personally and you went to school with me, you know the middle school situations, you know all that shit. I'm talking about I got expelled from middle school for fighting. That's not really trying to change my life around though. My brother went to jail. It's a losing friend. I'm talking about everything, man. It was crazy. The turnaround was, if you know, you know. I ain't even try to get too deep into it, but if you trust me, if we
Yeah,
was in middle school and you left your phone around,
yeah.
snatches, gone. You left anything around, gone. You
Thieving
said something
ass nigga.
crazy, over with.
Fighting ass nigga.
I was fighting, stealing, breaking, robbing. Man, I always tell people, I pray to God I never run into myself in my middle school form. Cause that person was terrible, and fuck that person. But
You will pop his ass?
I'd have to, I ain't gonna cap. I'd have to
Damn.
pop his ass because that nigga was
Fuck.
wild. But back on track again.
Back, man. Fuck.
It got to the point I was like, man, we, even though I'm in a fucked up situation, like we went too far to just say fuck it and give up. So I was like, man, something's got to give, something's got to work. Man, really, it broke down to, man, it's all the everything stacked against me. Literally in every aspect, I couldn't get a job. I ain't had no credit at the time because I never had a credit card. Man, nobody taught nobody about no credit. Man, credit was the last thing on a nigga's mind to be real. I was
Yeah.
like, there's too much other shit to figure out. So I was like, damn, I need somewhere to go. Can't do it because I don't got bread. I don't have credit. I don't have no credit history. Like nothing. No jobs. Oh, I lost my job too. That's what it was. It was another thing.
Was that the post office job? Or no?
That was I think it was Frito Lay.
Frito Lay.
I think it was Frito Lay. I
Okay.
think that's what it was. It was either the post office or Frito Lay. But man, after that, I was like, bro, something gotta give. I ain't gonna lie. I keep it a buck. I was doing what I was doing now. I was running a business, but I wasn't selling shirts. Bro, I wasn't selling shirts. But we had to make some shake with that. And I mean, it was just go, go. I had to just get something. And little by little, shit started stacking, shit started working. Man, my nigga Dante took me in. That's why I say there's some things in life that money cannot buy. And a real brotherhood or friendship or loyalty is something that there's a lot of things in this world I would give up just to keep that shit. That's why I keep DC Young Fly close to me.
So
That's why
wow.
I keep Davion, Dante in my corner. Like
Wow.
them are people that when I was going through that shit, even though I didn't talk about it, they were like, nigga, something going on. Dante brought me in, even when he couldn't. Like, I mean, it's him, his girl at the time, and just me in the living room.
And that
Like,
cat,
just yeah,
Isabella.
man, that motherfucker was crazy. But just being in the way, like she mad at him because they not spending time because he has to cater to me. Not even on no weird shit, but like now it's not just the it's just I'm gonna eat now. He got to look out for me. Oh, we got to go somewhere now. It's another person in the car, or we got to go do this, and now I need things I got to do, and he's bringing me there. He's doing shit for me. He's looking out. So now it's to be completely honest, I was really like a burden, but he never let me feel like he was like, you need to go here, I got you. You need this, I got you. You hungry, I got you. This. It got to a point where like nigga, he was not doing everything for me, but looking out for me, and no matter what I needed. So I stayed there for about how long? How long did that was? Like 2, 3 weeks, I think. Because there was like a week before, like a week and a half before that, where I literally had nowhere to go. Like I ain't gonna cap. When that was going on, I was even sleeping in the back of like a truck. Yeah, I got a picture of the old Equinox. That bitch was a bucket. If you try to buy a car, never in your life get an Equinox. I promise you, that is the worst car you can get. Next to like a Chevy Cruze, some bitches are garbage. But
Oh man,
or a
it's a
335 with
lot of
two hundred and
cruisers.
seventy miles on the dash with red interior 6 speed.
Fuck. I
But man, still flip that bitch though. But the fuck was I talking? Oh, how long I was there?
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
there
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
I want to say about a month because that was June, July, August, like the end of July. So and then I got my apartment September 1st. So like a month and some change. I was pretty much
yeah.
there.
Okay, okay.
I think that checks. I have to go back and look. It's been a while, but in that time, I don't. I'm not even gonna tell you how. Not even gonna get into it. But I went from. I think I had like after everything's said and done, I got shit rolling. I think I had like $600
Jeez.
profit. Yeah, but that then I had to get reinvested. Then like crazy shit was happening. I'm talking about like tax returns were hitting like out of nowhere that I didn't even remember filing for. Like this shit was pretty much falling out the damn sky. And I'm like, damn, checks are showing up. I'm damn $1,200 here, this, that, third. I'm doing a little to get some shit. I'm doing this to double it, and eventually, when it was all said and done, I think within that month, I think I was sitting at. I think I have it in my phone. I think I was at like 6,200, and I
Jeez.
was like, but that you gotta think, nigga, that's me just not doing shit, but sitting in Dante crib, playing Madden, just straight, just bread, 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 no mail,
No
and
mayo. I was like, what?
all bread, no mail. But what the fuck happened after that? That thing's just like turned around, and I find it was so weird because, like I said, I had no job, I had no credit, I didn't have nothing. I finally found some apartments, which are the apartments that I'm in now. They were like, here, just print out this application, whatever, this and the third, fill it out and bring it back. Why they didn't fill that bitch out in the parking lot?
Oh God.
Got me bent. But those were the only people to take a chance with me. I went through Blue Frog. I went through
Blue Frog is some.
there. I'm talking about the most garbage rental property managers, management, whatever you want to call them. And they're all like, "Nah, you don't got this." I mean, it was coming down to like, nigga, I had no options. But these people took a risk, and they're like, "You can either get a co-signer or you can give us 2 months rent up front." I'm like, what? Up a six ball out of our little ass? No, I'm just playing. But I ended up giving them, how much was it in total? Let me do the math.
1800.
Way more than that. So
Uh,
2280 at once. They gave me the keys, and I still remember that. I still remember that day because I ain't gonna cap.
yeah, tell us what you did.
Every you we've always grown up being like, man can't show emotion, whatever. Man, when I unlocked that door and me and Dante walked it, because I've never seen it. They never let me look at it. They never let me do a walkthrough. It was all getting remodeled, and they were just like, it's an apartment. You'll like it. It's cool. It has heated floors. And I was like, I don't care. I need a roof. I just need to go somewhere. Dante is like, bro, we got to get this shit figured out. But I still remember walking into that first time walking into the apartment and going up the stairs and actually seeing it. I was like, this is more than I could have even imagined. And I'm walking in the rooms like, ooh, it's crispy in here. I'm gonna put the game in this corner, bed going in this corner, cherry over here. Just really looking at it, and that's when like it really hit me like, damn, like against all odds, we made some shit work. And that's where the collection comes from, is against all odds, is because it mean that right there means something to me personally. So that's why I put on the shit that I sell and I give out. And just standing there, I was like, bro, I can't believe this shit. And me and Dante geeked as hell, just I don't know, just enjoying the moment for it, because we both know that like this was a rough ass time for me. And he was going through some shit as well, but you know, he never really let that shit show because he was too busy focused on me. Your elbow on fire.
It's okay.
There's a dent wall.
Chill.
Nah, I'm just playing. But where the fuck was that? Oh, I just remember that feeling. It was just like, man, what the fuck? It was one of the greatest feelings ever. And I remember I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted to just cry because it was just night after night after night. Like, bro, on top of like everything going on, I was like, bro, motherfuckers feel worthless. Like, man, it's just like, man, you ain't amounting to shit. You can't do shit. You try your hardest, and it's just like, man, life is just not working with you. Life is just shutting the door. No matter where you turn and look, life is shutting the door on your ass in every aspect. I mean, I've had fuck ups and shit like that, but slowly but surely it went up and up and up. And before I get to the next topic, I still remember, because you got to remember, we lost the house. My mama was going through cancer and she didn't have nowhere to go to. And that was like the craziest part. And I still remember exactly how it went. Dante was the only one to know. And he dropped me off, whatever, by her. And I was like, oh, I need to borrow the truck, whatever. Dante's going out of town. I just need somewhere to sleep. Because we would like, what's not like, it's not roast. We'll just stay with that. And I was like, well, do you want to go get some food or something? Like, because she doesn't know anything. Like, I'm just out there in the world just trying to figure it out. And she was like, you get in your apartments yet? She just, moms is being moms, whatever.
Hmm.
They always want to check up. Try to just, stay in the loop with their kids, especially through a time like this. She has her own shit going on, but she's always going to look out for her son first. I'm like, man, I'm knowing the whole time, like, I got somewhere I'm going to go. There's somewhere I'm going to bring her. And she don't even know. But I'm playing it off like, man, ain't shit working still. Like, I ain't getting no job. I ain't got no bread. I ain't got shit. I was like, I got $10. And I was like, we can go get some Wendy's or something, whatever. We got it. And I still remember, like, I told her, we were driving, I just want to go look at these apartments. Cause I seen that they have a sign up that there's a 1 bedroom available. I just want to see. I want to go look at the number. Pull in, whatever. And I'm like, I was like, I wonder how they look on the inside. And I was
You funny you said
and I'm still playing it so smooth. I'm like, they say that this is the one that's open, whatever. I'm like, I kind of want to go. She's like, boy, don't get out and look at that. She go look at somebody's fucking house. I'm like, nah, I want to just go look. I want to peep, and all. She's thinking I'm gonna go just look at somebody's house, and then it's just gonna be on some peeping tom shit. And well, come with me in case something happens. I just want to peek. She's like, okay, whatever. Man, I remember we walked up to the door. I looked inside. Like, it's not bad. I wish I could see farther. She was like, it does look good. Have you called them? It's like, yeah. Like, what did they say? Man, I put a key in the door unlocked. I said, they said it's mine.
You funny you
Man,
said player.
she was like, no way. You lying this? That? I said, yeah. I was like, I signed the lease. I paid them. I got 2 months paid. Like, we got 2 months to figure this shit. I was like, I don't know where you been staying. I don't know what's going on. But you and me until you figure this shit out.
He's smooth with
And then, yeah. Then we cried for a little bit. But it's
it.
whatever. And then she stayed with me for a month and a half, a month and 10 days, I think, until she got her own place. And it's different because everybody growing up, no matter who, like what it is, everybody grew up with a parent. Hopefully, if you didn't, I apologize, but it's different when you live with a parent, right? You grow up in a house, you come home, they do this, the whole 9 yards, whatever. When a parent lives with you, it's so much different because the roles flip because now it's like you're coming home, you gotta be home at this time, whatever.
You
And now
cheap
it's
as
like
hell.
now I'm telling her, okay, whatever, I'm gonna be with this person, whatever, until this time. And now you gotta I'll give you some money, go get some food until like 10:30 when they leave. So like there's shit like that. And it's like you gotta be home at this time and don't be loud and
You funny as
man.
hell. Talking about don't be loud.
Man, she used to be watching her NCIS on 1,000. Like
Oh man.
you're sitting in front of the TV, mom. There's no reason that this shit is that loud,
You talking about you too loud, mom.
man. But
I would have to come in there and beat you.
nah, she did. She did tell me a few times, like, don't forget, you stayed with me for 20 years. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
got a
right,
debt to face, dude.
man. A lot of that, but she thugged it out. She got it. We figured it all out. We bumped heads a few times, but I mean, it's expected. It was the first time I ever had an apartment. I was on top of the world after all that shit, and I want to do this, and then we bumped heads, and it happens, but it all got figured out, and we all let it be and went with the flow. But I will say this, and this is like still kind of off track with the brand. It's not, but it kind of is.
Oh fuck! I forgot we was talking about the brand.
I need to figure out how to focus on one thing at a time. But
I get the same way.
I think there's a disorder for that, but I'm not gonna go get diagnosed because then, yeah, fuck that. But I've what is some shit I've done in my lifetime? I went to Miami. I went to Miami twice. I flew there once with that bitch. We're not even gonna get
Damn,
like I said. We're not gonna get into
you
that though.
drove there?
Nah, we flew there.
Like the other time. You said you've been
Yeah,
there
the
twice.
first time we drove there, we drove there. That 10 days to drive to Miami and stop in every place. It sounds like oh that's lit as hell. Like oh you living life, bro. We're in
But
the
you gotta
back of a
drive.
hatchback Mazda 3 with bad shocks, bro. That shit is not fun.
Oh
And we
man.
sleeping in the car. That shit is weak.
Oh
But
yeah, nah, 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 nah,
the
nah,
blue
nah,
car,
nah,
remember the
nah,
blue
nah, nah,
Mazda?
nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah, nah.
that
Fuck.
man. But it was something though. It taught me that the world is a lot bigger than Green Bay.
Oh
Cause
yeah,
I
for
never
sure.
I never was out the state, and I was like, this is just how life is. Trust me, if you never left Wisconsin, this is not how the
Whew.
world operates. I swear to God,
You
it is
gotta
not.
you gotta get out and experience
You
some
have
things.
to. I don't give a fuck if it's something else that's just not Wisconsin. You'll realize that Green Bay is set up very differently. I don't know what it is about. I don't know what's behind it. I don't know if it's because I grew up in Green Bay my whole life, but it's something about it. But back onto the topic that I was already off topic about. I went to Miami. I've went
Oh,
on helicopter rides, yachts, cruise, not a cruise, but like a boat ride of like the scenic, like the city. I've driven Teslas, I've driven Hellcats, Trackhawks, AMGs. Actually, I've never driven an AMG yet. I'm talking about like any. I've driven M3,
you drove a
M4s.
taco truck?
Have it. It's on my bucket list.
I gotta get behind the wheel of a taco truck.
Nah, we gonna need to get that done. But I've done a lot of shit, and I've done a lot of good shit, a lot of shit that like I have in my memories. Like I can't even believe I've done it. Like I've touched a good amount of money. I've put a lot of money up. I've I've done a lot of shit, but all those feelings together cannot combine to the feeling I felt when I finally gave my mom that place to live. After going through all that shit, man, it's a feeling that I cannot sit here and even try to begin explaining. It's not like that's on its own level. So when people say all that materialistic shit don't count and it don't matter, it only be cool for a little bit. That's when I realized like, nah, motherfuckers is for real about that. 'Cause there's a lot of things that, like I said, with my homies and shit, there's a lot of things that money just can't replace and can't replicate, and what that's one of the feelings. But back onto the original topic of the why I started the brand is because I looked at a way of how I could express myself and the shit I've been through. And it's hard for me to sit and talk about shit. And it's even hard for me to sit here and talk about it on a mic, to be honest, because there's not a lot of people that know that side of me. People see me out or they'll see me on Snapchat, they'll see me whatever, and they'll just be like, oh, that's Alex being funny, this and that third. They don't know the backstory behind a lot of shit. There's probably a million. Well, not a man. We had a million views. That'd be something crazy. But there's probably a whole bunch of people that probably hear this and be like, man, I ain't even know that shit about you. I post shit on Snapchat like when it was my 1 year anniversary of like getting a place to live, and people like, man, I never knew that. I didn't know that you was homeless, man. You was keeping it's should I keep them? It got to a point I was like, man, I've been through some shit, and I never want to sit here and like make myself feel like, oh, I've been through the worst, because trust me, it could be a million times worse. But I was like, man, I just want to just find something that find a way I can express myself or just something. And I was like, man, I always like clothes. I've always liked fashion. I've never been able to really afford it when I was younger, but
Cheap ass niggas, man.
I was like, man, a clothing brand or something, just a shirt, just a shirt or a hoodie or anything that's like that. I for myself like. Surprisingly, my brother, or I don't know if that's the right word, but my brother has a friend. His name is, we call him Langer. He runs Green Bay Print
What's his
Company.
name?
Well, his real name's Brandon, but
Oh,
his last name's Langer, so I just call him
Langer.
Langer. And I like guy works in mysterious ways. I'm telling you, he's like, I'll show y'all the house. I'll show you the setup, and now he's showing us how like everything works. How he prints a shirt, how he prints a hoodie, the process, and everything. And before that, me, Luis, Josh, and Eli were talking about making a car group called Back Alley Garage. And it so happened that we were all like, well, we were just talking about this. It'd be cool to put on a hoodie or something. But nobody has a design. Nobody has anything done. It's all just a dream, pretty much. And I was telling them, like, it kind of just fell into our fucking hands. Like, what are we gonna do with it? Like, that should be cool. Like, I'd rock some hoodies, and that was the original plan, was to make hoodies for us so we can wear them for the car group. And eventually, time goes on, whatever. You know, it's this big thing that we keep talking about, and eventually, it kind of just dies down slowly, but slowly and slowly and slowly, until eventually I was like, the offer's still on the table. You know, what are we doing? And it kind of just became a thing of the past, really. And it wasn't as hot as it was when we first brought it up. And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy to, take an opportunity that was presented to all of us and run with it. So I was like, if y'all don't really want to do it, like the offer's on the table, I still kind of want to do it. Like what's the word? And everybody had their own little shit going on. Like everybody was busy. It's not like it was no weird shit, but
Hmm.
I told him like if y'all ain't gonna take it, like I'm gonna try it. And I texted them. I was like, hey, I know that the offer's still on the table, whatever. I know it's about like the car shit, but I don't think it's gonna be, I don't think we're gonna move forward with the hoodies at that. Can we try something like this? Because I wanted some. And he was like,
Hmm.
okay, cool, whatever. Had an idea in mind. I was like, okay, I want this. I want the against all odds. That was like first and foremost, right? And now he's like, oh, we can put this on here and do this, and he's just helping me. He's like, hey, man, I thought you said this was gonna be hard. I was like, well, I want something on the back. Bless you. I'll just play it. You need some of this? You don't none? All the ice gone too. But
I'm ready.
but the fuck was I saying? Oh, the first ever design was the umbrella with the against all odds and the EST 2024 under. I'm like, that's cool. I want something on the back. And there was a shirt I seen where it was like a circle. Like it was something in the middle, but there was words around it. And I took that idea and I was like, well, I want that smaller umbrella that we have on the front, make it bigger on the back, and then put being the odds since 2001 on the back of it. And he was like, okay, bet, whatever, we knocking it out. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, bro, this shit is tough. Like, I'm just happy to have something that is created by me. Pretty much, I know he designed it, but designed by me. Like the thought of it and all that shit. I was like, man, this shit is lit. Like, I'm just happy as fuck to wear it. And I'm like, man, I got a black one, I got a purple one, I got a red one. Like, man, I'm gonna be crispy as hell. And I remember I took a picture of it on the hood of the BMW, and I just kind of posted to say like, oh yeah, I made this hoodie, whatever. And people like, bro, that's tough. Like this is tough. Like this, that. Are you gonna sell them? I'm like, now everything starts tying back into each other because now it's, oh, I want to start a clothing brand, whatever. And now it's I have a hoodie, my personal hoodie that people like, and now it's just like everything that I just said is now tied into each other. Now I can want to express myself. I can put whatever I want on the shirt, design it, sell it, like the whole 9 yards. And at first, I didn't really take it that serious, but I knew that when I sold my first BMW, that the money was going to be reinvested into something that was going to make me more money. I just didn't know what, and it presented itself directly to me, and I was like, you know, it's probably not even just me. It's probably a lot of people out there too, where like things just seem too good to be true. Like shit just falls into place, and you're just, that's iffy. I don't know, that's iffy. Like just not trusting shit. And I was like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna try it. And I was making designs or whatever. And if you make clothes or you do anything online, you know that every little thing you do costs money. The mock-ups cost money. The Photoshop costs money. Now there's plans to do this and there's plans to do that. Now you got to buy subscriptions and it's all that shit. So like, man, I'm just gonna invest a little bit of money in it, whatever. It'll be cool. We'll just see. And I'm just like, I'm throwing shit on there. I'm just, you know, pretty much just playing around. And I'm like, I'm trying to think of something meaningful for the back because I wanted to change it up a little bit. And I remember sitting there. Well, I didn't have my desk yet, but I was sitting there, right? And I'm thinking, I was like, man, I'm just sitting in the crib. I'm just thinking to myself, like, sometimes you just gotta reflect on shit. So I'm thinking there, or I'm sitting there thinking, and it kind of popped into my head. I was like, damn, we really weren't supposed to make it this far. And that's where the shit that I have on the back of the hoodie comes from. Because when I thought of that, I was like, I got to do something with that. So I put that shit on the hoodie, and then it all just came together because you got the against all odds on the front,
Mm-hmm.
which really speaks for itself, and then on the back because we weren't supposed to make it this far. So now it's like you're beating the odds. You're going against everything that people say. Oh well, only 1.5% of people make it to the NFL or the NBA, or if you're trying to go to Harvard, you're trying to go to a college, the low acceptance rates and the odds of that. Everybody says, "What's the odds of that?" Or man, really anything. It could break all the way down. It could be addiction. It could be getting into school. It could be even if you were like born early or born with something. And it was like, man, the doctor said, "Oh,
Born early.
no." Like, I'm talking about because there's really shit where
Yeah,
like
premature.
yeah, like there's really people that have kids or they are people that were a child. Like the doctor's like, I don't know, like it's a risk you got to take, but really it's just against all odds. It just goes to show that it's for people. That's why I say the brand is not for everybody. It's for people that pretty much look everything in the face and everybody telling them no and oh well, what's the odds of this, or you just go do this or go take the easy route. And it's for the people that really look at the ass and be like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit because that's what you want to do. That's what you want me to do. I understand shit's hard and everything is stacked against me, but man, ain't nothing gonna stop me. And you just get up, you look at it, and you just say, man, this is what I'm gonna do. And no matter what's in my way, I'm gonna go against it and I'm gonna make it work. So that's really where it came from. And that, I don't know. It it means a lot to me because I have my own story to it. Like all the shit with being homeless. I have my my own story connected to it. And I know like what I went through and all that shit. And that's why it means something to me, but it also brings everybody else's story out. Like I said, if you want to go to the NFL, the NBA, no matter what it is, you have your own story. I have my own story. You got your own story. Everybody has their own story, but everybody can be connected through that one piece of clothing. All off one thing. It could be completely different, but we both know that we weren't supposed to make it this far. We went against all the odds, everything, and it just all ties into one piece. And that's why I was like, man, that hoodie is just it. And like I said before, I didn't think it was gonna sell that well. I thought I was gonna
So
do like maybe like it probably take like a few months to sell them all, whatever. Bro, when I still remember when I first released them, even before the website opened, the people that were sharing it and supporting, I'm like, man, I didn't even know these motherfuckers knew I existed. I thought y'all was just niggas that was just y'all just thought I was somebody just lurking in the shadows. People are congratulating me. People are like, man, this shit is tough. People are supporting. I'm like, I ain't I ain't never really had no shit like this before. So that shit like it really meant something to me because it was all pretty much genuine. And that was something I wasn't really used to for real. And I'm like, I remember just looking at everybody sharing it and reposting it and just, man, this is tough. This is the next brand up out of Green Bay. And I'm like, man, this shit is wild. I hope this shit converts into sales. Bro, I remember opening the fucking store. Because Shopify has a notification. Like when you get a sale, it sounds like a cash register.
hmm
And I remember is when I sent the SMS out, because I sent the SMS out and I gave the password to get into the store before anybody else. And I remember it was like 11. It was like 11, 11:01, 11:02. I'm like, damn, I'm getting a little worried. Like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, damn, people like are seeing it, but nobody's doing anything. Like, damn, is the price too high? Is it?
hmm
Are people just capping? Like, do they not really like it? Is it just not like? Especially putting money into something and dropping something, and everything is going through your head. Everything that could go wrong, and man, I'm just 11:03. I'm broke. I was like, man, this shit's gonna flop. I'm like, man, this shit gonna flop. Like this shit's crazy. I knew y'all was gonna buy it. That's I knew that support was coming for sure. But I looked back at the I looked back at my app on my computer, and my stupid ass forgot to press send because it pressed. It was a thing where it said you can send it, but then it has to like make sure you're not being like swearing in it or whatever, and then you have to click it again to resend it. And I sent it. I'm like, oh, I'm dumb as hell. I
Wait,
sent
what
it
was it that you didn't send?
like I wish I could show it, but it through the SMS list. There's an app on
Oh, like you
Postgres.
didn't send the message out.
Yeah, like the
You
message
thought
didn't
you.
go out right away, and I
Oh,
thought I
okay,
did
okay,
because you
okay,
have to
okay.
press it, and so you can like you press it, can send, and then it's like schedule send, whatever this and third. And I finally put it through, and
This nigga's is
DJ
goofy.
that's where it really started from. DJ, I told him that the SMS is gonna get sent out on 11 o'clock. This man's texting me 11:02. Motherfuckers always late. DJ, okay,
Original
I'm not even
hater.
gonna get on DJ. We gonna have him on here, but this man will never let me live. But when I finally sent it and I'm looking, bro, all of a sudden, when it finally hits, all you hear is this notification, 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 notification. notification. And then I have my emails on too, and they're popping up. Rayleigh bought this. Davion bought this. Davion bought two. Done. And then I'm just looking at everything coming in. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, I'm refreshing the computer. And I'm gonna be completely honest on here because I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. I'll let y'all know the truth and everything behind it. I'm refreshing it right within. I think it was 11:07. With within like that, like 3 or 4 minutes, it said through everybody who ordered that the dollar amount that was made was $412. And I'm just like, that's when it really hit. Like, what the hell? I'm like, damn, I never made that much money in an hour, in a day. Well, I have in a day, but that's neither here or there. We're not gonna go down that road. But I'm like, man, what the hell? And I remember just refreshing it and watching the numbers go up and up and up. And I'm like, God damn, what the hell is happening? I'm just geeked to see it. I still got the video. I'm gonna make Trey put that shit in the clip.
I ain't
But
putting shit in.
I remember like recording it, and then I'm just excited as hell. I'm just laughing. I'm laughing, and then I realized that the actual store itself has to open at 12. I'm like, damn, these ain't even all the people. So then I finally opened the store, whatever. I let it do its thing. Bro, that shit was just notification after notification after notification after notification after notification after notification. Just going us back to back to back to back. I'm in that bitch
You
geeked
been
out,
percolated.
man. What? I'm doing all type of dance moves. I'm doing all different types of ugly shit. Sending videos to the group chat, and I was like, man, all this shit was really worth it. Like all the money I invested into it, all the week of staying up until like 4 in the morning and waking up at 7, getting everything ready, doing neck tags, doing this, doing that, trying to figure out how to work a damn printer, bro. Everything. That's when everything finally paid off. I was like, man. I just remember laying there just smiling, like this shit is crazy. I was
How you
geeked.
was smiling?
I hit that with a little. I was like, man.
Think it was cheesy.
I hit that big ass smile. It's like it's not like an evil grin, but it's just like
He hit.
something where you can't, yeah, where you can't hold it back. Like what the fuck? And I was just like, man, this is crazy. And I let it run, let it run. Man, I'm checking it. I'm sending updates to the group chat, whatever. It hit like 7. I think it was like 7:12, like 7. Let's just say like 7:30, and make it just easy. Bro, I looked back and I checked 20. Well, actually, I'll tell y'all the exact number.
This nigga took 15 minutes to find the number, folks. I'm damn near like podcast over, turn the mic off. We done for the day, gang. Like what you want? Fuck.
I don't know if y'all can see that.
They can't.
Within pretty much 8 hours, I made $2,151.20. And that's
Mm.
when like it all hit me for real. I'm like, man, I've never made that in a week. I remember calling my mama like, yeah, this, that, third. Remember when they told me to get a job, man? Fuck that. I'm thinking I'm rich as hell. I'm in this bitch just geeked. I'm telling my mama everything I'm finna do and this, that, and the third. I'm telling everybody like, man, we finna go to Angelina's. We finna fuck the city up. We finna do this. We finna do that. Man, we geek. Man, I'm feeling unstoppable. I'm feeling like that nigga.
We did go to Angelina's though.
Definitely did. That bill was hefty, but it was worth it. And Jordan Love was in there, and I fumbled
Oh,
that bag as well. If you have me on Snapchat, you know I'm the I'm the highest ranked bag seller of all time. I don't know
yeah.
what it is, but I just keep fucking it up. But I'll get it right one day.
I hope so.
Okay. Where do we go from there? I just remember just the feeling like the money. Don't get it wrong, the money was crazy. Seeing that shit, but then the people reposting it and just showing love and support. That's what I was just like, man. That's when I just felt all the love. I did a giveaway. That's all I was like. Everybody who shares whatever gets entered, people. First of all, who doesn't like free shit, right? If you say you don't like free shit, you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. Originally, it's only supposed to be one person get a hoodie, and I spun the wheel. Whatever. The first winner, I think his name was Andrew. His Instagram name was like
We ain't
shared
giving that
it,
nigga no shout out.
but that's crazy. But I was like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna spin the wheel again, just in case like this is just some fluky shit going on, whatever. And then Lexi won the other one. Everybody was instantly, oh yeah, this is me, this is me. I'm like, okay, bet I'll come drop it off, whatever. And it sounds crazy, but that right there really boosts it because people are like, oh well, he's not lying, he's not capping. Like, if you win it, you win it. There is no like no smoke and mirrors. There is nothing behind the scenes, and people actually looked at it like, damn, like he's actually like keeping his word. And I still remember that day.
What you do?
I told you about that too. When all the money came through, you got to think this is my first time running a clothing brand or anything like this, right? I don't know how shit works. I don't know how payouts work. I don't know how Shopify even does certain shit. So I'm thinking, okay, if this is Amazon, right, and I buy some, you get the money right away. I'm thinking, okay, it's just a simple back and forth transaction. I didn't know there was a fucking wait period. I didn't know I had to wait for the money to come through. I'm saying, oh, 2100. Man, oh man, we good, man.
They had
Fuck
to
that
wash your
shit.
money first before they gave it to
Yeah, they had to make sure that the niggas that was high risk. I'm not gonna say no names, but you know who you
you.
are because it tells you who's high risk and who's not. But I guess they hold it or whatever. I didn't know that, so now I'm feeling myself. I'm with Dante. Man, me and Dante pull up to the quick trip. I got my little card activated. He's like, man, I'm finna throw like $20 in it. Which I'm, man, fuck that. I got this on me today. Man, we going in the store. I remember feeling like the man. Chip in. I told her, yeah, like 30 on pub 12. I'm feeling it. I'm like, man, we finna
Fuck.
turn up today. That motherfucker say declined. It's probably because my card's locked. Card's not locked. I'm trying to retry it, put the card in. Decline. I mean that man, look at that man's hairline, bro. What the fuck is happening? And that's when I learned that you have to wait to get paid out. And I learned all of that shit and the whole 9 yards in that aspect. So now,
He's a
instead,
fucking.
I'm so fucking dumb. And that line was long as fuck.
Oh
Man,
shit. So then he had to pay for $30 worth of gas off his card.
Cap, he dropped that bitch down to a dub, but it's
Oh
cool.
god, yeah. I would
Cause I
have
was
did the
trying to go
same.
over and beyond. I was trying to look out,
Yeah.
but that shit did not work. I ain't gonna lie, that was a very humbling moment. That's what I was like, yeah,
That's funny
maybe I
as
need
hell.
to jump ahead. The money finally got sent to the account, whatever. And I said, when the money clears, I'm gonna go get back. And for some reason, going and showing up to St. John's, if you, I mean, everybody who's probably viewing is probably from the city. But if you're not from the city, St. John's is like, it's a park and there's a church across it and a homeless shelter. When they get like put out
Oh, I
for the
know what you're
day,
talking about.
when you get put out for the day from the homeless shelter, everybody goes to that park. So that's where everybody goes and kicks it and hangs out and do whatever you're gonna do just to make the time go
You
past.
federal as hell, dropping a low like that.
Man, they got switches and shit up. Nah,
Oh fuck.
nah. I pull up to the side and then I took all the pizzas out. We brought the waters out and I was kind of just telling them like, this is sausage, this is pepperoni. Man, them motherfuckers was tearing that shit up. Man, they couldn't thank me enough. I was like, bro, y'all good. Like, you already told me 15 times. Like, I get it. That was another moment where I was like, it felt really good to do.
Yeah.
And that's where it comes back to what I said way before. There's some things that materialistic and money objects can't do for you. They can't give you a certain feeling. Like, don't get me wrong, if I had $100,000 sitting next to me, I'd feel pretty good, but there's just
Hey.
some things where it gives you a different kind of feeling. And that was one of them. Then we stayed around and we hooped with them for a little bit. Man,
Did you get all
he,
gooey inside?
huh?
Did you
I
get
ain't
up?
capping a little bit. I was like, damn, I'm really trying to. And it's weird because I didn't take no pictures. I ain't do. I mean, I took a picture of the pizza and the water, and I post on Snapchat saying the check cleared. I'm gonna go keep my word. I didn't
He
record
was
like
flexing
handing
that
it out.
bitch.
I didn't record any of that shit. But
Mr. Beast.
the Green Bay Mr. Beast. I'm just Fat Mac. That's it.
Yeah,
I got so fucking sidetracked. I don't even know what I was talking about.
where were we at? I don't remember.
I was saying like I
Oh
never
yeah.
just put this shit on a shirt, never put this on a hoodie,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
just to like sell it and just make a profit and just get over on people. Like everything.
So that's what I would have did. Fuck these niggas.
Nah,
Oh, my bad.
nah, but you got scam artists like him.
But I went to Hobby Lobby, got some blanks, got them bitches right on the
Don't get
kitchen
me started. I
table.
can name a few motherfuckers that do that, but we're not gonna
Right
go
on the
there.
kitchen table, listening to Rio in here. Listening to TJX6, how to
Oh no.
scam niggas while I'm making fake t-shirts in this bitch. I'm talking about
Nah,
Supreme, Nike.
you the type of motherfucker you would start a clothing brand and run a pre-order and just never send shit out.
Hey, I'm doing it all automated. My shit coming right from the source, nigga. I ain't never touching it. Ain't no personalized shit, cause I ain't never getting it. But guess what? It's from the heart though.
Yeah, finessing them from the heart. I guess it's still heartfelt, but everything was genuine. Everything is, from the heart. Everything I do that comes from the brand is from the heart. So there's a meaning behind it. I'm not just gonna go put on some graphic tee bullshit. Like everything, because you gotta think about it. I put out a product,
Mm-hmm.
and you and everybody who watches or everybody else, they buy it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They work for their money, and they don't have to give me shit. They
Facts.
don't gotta give me a motherfucking thing. They
Bro.
can be like, man, fuck this light skinned nigga with glasses. He ain't getting a dime out of me. Like I said on the last two podcasts ago,
What you say?
what we were gonna do for this drop. What was that?
That was
That was like
that
three.
was 2 podcasts ago.
God damn, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Two
But
podcasts ago.
we're putting in. Well, yeah, we're putting in the order tonight. Just cause y'all waited. Is that her?
I think that's
Hold on. We gotta fact
I
check
think
it.
that was Lil Durk.
We gotta check it.
Wallahi to the Dean, that's Durk.
Just, yeah, that's Lil Durk. Just cause
Yeah,
y'all waited
yeah.
to the album. But just cause y'all waited so long, and like I said, shit happens. We
Buy
gotta be
one, get
careful.
one free.
Buy one, get one. ten
Free.
dollars off. I think. I gotta do the math. Whatever. But it's gonna be a blue one
Get
and
a
a
load
pink
of
one,
this
and
fucking
then there's
thing.
gonna be a third shirt for y'all, and y'all get free wristbands. Oh shit! I should
Ooh,
never said
shit.
that.
We got
God damn, I
wristbands.
wasn't.
Ooh,
I wasn't supposed
shot.
to say
We
that.
got
But we got
wristbands.
wristbands coming. Long story short,
Short story
yeah,
long.
This is a long story. There is no shorting that shit up.
Wait, were you at the end yet? Wait, how can you get to the end if you're still going?
That's some real shit.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro, just dropped the gem.
Yeah.
How you gonna? Can't close the book now.
Yeah, we
You still got
still
chapters left
still got ink
in that pen.
in
That's
that
tough.
pen.
So put that to Instagram caption.
See, look, this nigga, you
I'm
steal
a
something
thief.
from me every
I'm a
episode.
thief. I go cap. There's a lot of blabbling. That's not even a word.
My nigga was chatting.
Man, I was yapping. I was speaking.
Nigga was yapping over here.
I was yapping a lot. There was a whole bunch of yapping, but
Last episode, AC yapped his ass off.
he was on some crazy
This
shit.
time, you was yapping your ass off.
Yeah.
But it's okay though.
Trayshawn next. What y'all want to hear
Fuck!
Trayshawn talk about?
I ain't got shit to
Nah,
talk
hell
about.
nah, hell
I
nah.
came up
You can't
living
be
in
the
the
only one not
suburbs with a
talking.
perfect lifestyle.
He lied.
My mom's an accountant. My dad's a lawyer.
He lied. Damn, you be up though.
Now that's it for the podcast. Hopefully y'all enjoyed Alex's story about his journey to becoming the CEO of what's it
Reasonable doubt.
called? Of Reasonable Doubt, not what other people mistake it
Against
for
all
Against
odds.
All Odds.
Against
Because
all odds is the collection.
that's the collection. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people ain't know that. I knew
Yes.
that. I was one of the first ones that knew that. You know what I'm saying?
And if you enjoyed the story, good, because that shit was choppy as fuck and it was all over the place. But
He
if you
manned up and
enjoyed it,
said the shit.
facts. So if you need a counselor, go get a counselor. gonna put in the suicide hotline number. We're gonna put in the gambling number. We're gonna put
The
in my
gambling
number,
hotline.
my phone number, my address. If you want to send me any Papa John's pizza,
Whoa,
I'll
Papa
gladly
John's.
accept that.
That shit dirty.
No, but you stay to the end. You got anything you want to say it on here. Text it to me, whatever you want to say. I'm all ears. As you can tell, you bitch is huge. We out of here because he finna start laughing.
You gotta say to the camera.
No, you know. You gotta hit him with the. I'm feeling lucky today. Supposed to get all the posts.